Good evening, knuckleheads. Good morning, wherever you are. There's been a lot of things going on in my head. Hey, Dragon, how you doing, sweetheart? Hey, Ronald, how you doing, brother? All right, finally working. Hey, Wendy, how you doing, sweetheart? Good seeing you again. Like I said, I'm gonna be very clear about this shit, and for those that don't know me, or let me give you an idea about who I am. Um, I'm not afraid to tell it how it is, the way it is, and I don't care if I hurt your feelings or not, because, like I said, I'm going to tell you how it is, the way it is. If you don't like it, if you are easily offended, then this channel is definitely not for you. Because if I find you're offended by what I say, I'm going to do it even more. So, with that being said, I love how people are saying that there's a few people out there that are sending other people to spy on other people, to sit there and get information from other people. Like sitting here almost like waiting to see if they're talking about them, if they're talking shit about them, or if they're bringing up real life shit. Dude, you're not that fucking important, bitch. And if you have to send somebody else to do that, then you're a fucking pansy. You should be slapped so hard your face is gonna be out of style. You know how ridiculous that shit really is? You sitting there having to send other people out to do your job? You know how pathetic that is? What are you, a fucking politician? You know, having to spy on other people makes you a fucking useless stalker. And having other people do that for you makes them not as but good as you. They're in that same boat. My question is, why? Is your life that fucking pathetic and desperate? Is your persona trying to make you feel bigger and better than you really are? And you have someone else spying on other people just in case your real information gets out? Hey, Daniel, good seeing you again, brother. You know, we've got some lame douchebag sitting there tagging people in left and right because we know that douchebag's life is so pathetic. How many lives need to be interrupted? How many ladies need to be put in fear? How many people need to sit there and go in hiding because they're scared of being stalked, being put in bad positions? How far is it going to go? How far? How far is it willing to go? You ladies don't deserve being stalked, harassed, forced into shit. When you have to force women or guys to do your bidding, that makes you a predator. When you sit there and you pull your bullshit, that makes you a fucking predator. Do you want someone to do that shit to you? Do you want someone to sit there and turn the tables on you, stalk you, every move you make? What rights does it give you to sit there and force someone to do shit you wouldn't do it yourself? How pathetic is that? You're sending out innocent people. They get their names tarnished. They lose friends because they're doing shit you won't do because you're too fucking stupid and useless to do. Oh, that's right. The image, bitch, please. Everybody knows you're fake. Everybody don't care. You cannot control people. You cannot sit there and let these ladies live in fear. Because, see, like I said, I'm going to tell her how it is the way it is, and I don't give a fuck whatsoever about your feelings. There's a few people out there that get upset when women go into other people's panels, chats. People they've been friends with a long time. They're made to feel small. They're made to feel inferior. They're made to feel like they fucked up. Ladies, don't ever feel that way. You're not a piece of property. You are not a robot. Don't let these douchebag twat waffle cum guzzling Neanderthal bitches sit there and treat you like shit. Don't let these little bitches sit there and tear you down. And I've seen it. I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen good women be torn down so low because a bitch is stalking them. Relentless. Sending other people to do their job that they're too fucking useless to do. I was going to be quiet with this. I was not going to say something about this yet. But I need to. We all have hard life right now. We all have our problems. We all face the same bullshit. We come onto this platform, social media, to sit there and get a break from all that. Every night I sit there and close my life, sitting there saying, make better, do better, encourage one another, lift one another up, not tear one down. Because you never know what that person's going through. You never know if this is the last time you'll see them. And if they end their lives because of your stupid bullshit, well, then the blood of the innocents is on your hands. Do you want blood of the innocents on your hands? No matter what you do, it's always going to be there. Or are you so sadistically cold that you just don't care? Your image is more important than a fucking person's life. How dare you, bitch? And yes, I'm calling you bitch. You are. I date every time. I hate stalkers. I can't stand them bitches. They're useless to me. Their teeth get knocked down very quickly. No woman should ever live in fear. Period. No woman should ever have to look behind their back to see who's coming after them, to see who's stalking them, to sit there and see who's coming to do harm. I grew up watching that shit. That's one reason why I hate that crap pork. Your bitches need to start thinking right now. Do you sit there and still hold on to your image higher than a person's life? Is hiding who you are that important? Yet you're willing to sit there and watch other people suffer? To see other people being feared because they're afraid that you're going to come after them if they say the wrong thing, if they go into someone else's chats? Bitch, please. Your image is not important at all. If you're getting into a relationship, there's trust. Trust is key thing. Right now, you don't have that much trust. especially knowing that you are sending spies to other people. You're collaborating with someone that's useless. That's got as much use as tits on the 2x4. May look good, but no practicality whatsoever. Like I said, I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to hit it straight. And I'm going to tell you how it is the way it is. Am I scared of you bitches? Please. Not one of you bitches have the power to make me scared of you. I was only scared of one person and one person only, and she's been passed away a couple of years now. When the desire to sit there and hide yourself is greater than being yourself, I think you need to evaluate your shit. Don't you think? Think you got your priorities wrong there, boy. One thing that every one of you bitches needs to remember, if it wasn't for a woman, you would not be here. Trust me. Unless you were conceived through anal sex, then that means that you're a lawyer or a politician. Because that's where all the shitty ideas keep coming from and shitty personalities. You just I know a few bitches that are just that. I don't hate anybody that's below me. I hate the actions they take. And like I said, get your priorities straight. Change your actions. If you want people to respect you, if you want people to like you, if you want people to be at your side, then you got to make sure you have a realm where they're willing to be there instead of being scared to say something. You start changing your ass right now while you still can. It must be a real bitch getting in and out of the pool with the wheelchair. And yes, there's a reason why I said that. I've dealt with stalkers many years, most of my life. I've dealt with predators most of my life. I don't care for you. I will call your name, your real name, and because I love to travel, I may show up at someone's pool and sit there and just kind of wait around and swim for a while. Because I am just that asshole. Capiche? I'm not impressed by your image. I'm not impressed with a lot of the crap. Hey, always, how you doing? If you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, let me tell you about myself. I'm straightforward, to the point. I pull no punches with anybody. I will give respect to those that show respect because respect is earned, not given. My community, we respect each other, but we earn it, not forced onto somebody. Knuckles are swollen still, but not that bad compared to what they were. I don't care for stalkers. Hey, welcome back, Wendy. I don't care for bullies. And when you're forcing somebody into doing shit, when you're forcing somebody to stay somewhere, that means you're bullying that person into doing something they don't want to do. You're putting them in a bad position where they don't want to be. No lady, no lady should ever be in fear. And it's going to be funny. Because ladies are who's going to drop you down, who's going to tear your ass down. Your ego is going to be your downfall. There's a lot of ladies out there that's scorned, that are afraid of buying their time. And I commend those ladies that are standing up. It's like I said many times before, no lady should ever, ever live in fear. See, that's why I do all the cooking for, because at least I know I'm not poisoning myself. But yeah, like I said, I'm tired. I listen to people every day. I listen to women talk every day. I see the fear in their eyes. I hear the fear in their voice. I know who's stalking them. And every day I encourage them, don't let them bitches get to you. Because as I stated, no woman should ever live in fear at all. No woman, no child should ever be hurt by no one. There's enough of that shit going on to last a lifetime. The worst thing a person could do, really, to me, is take this channel down. Oh, wow, whoopty cut thrill. It's not like I can't make another one. This is my second channel. I've got another channel for jokes and humor and laughter and all this other shit that I keep forgetting about. I should start uploading videos on that one, but I keep forgetting about it. Are you willing to go that extra mile for your image? Are you willing to stare someone like me in the face, act like a bitch, because you've got this fake image that you've got, this persona that you've created that you're hiding behind. How far are you willing to go just for your fake, useless, egotistical, pansied ass ego? You're not Jesus. You can't walk on the water. You're not God. Far from it. We all have our skeletons in our closets. When shit don't go your way, you make it feel like it's the other person's fault. Don't you think that's a bit narcissistic? You're blaming other people, but yet you're too fucking useless to figure it out yourself that your actions do cause ripples. A reaction is always an opposite reaction. When you're pointing the finger at somebody, remember you got many more pointing right back at you. So careful of how you point that finger, bitch. Because a person like me will break that fucker off clean. Hey, Brooke, how you doing, brother? I'm not only, I should say, a person like me would not only break that finger off clean, but also rip off your arm, beat you with it, shove it up your ass, and put you in the fucking freezer for a while and have you as a dump sickle. That's how pathetic stalkers are. That's how pathetic bullies are. That's the value you bitches have. None. See, I don't have to be nice. There's no regulations, no rules, no nothing stating the fact that I do have to be nice. I've always been told to say how it is. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. To always stand up for the little ones that don't have a voice, that don't know where to speak, don't know how to speak because they're scared to. Well, bitches, I don't live in fear. Fear does not control my life. And yes, I do know what fear is. I faced it. Damn it, someone yawned. But is a person's ego, their image, their persona, their character, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is not worth losing everything. I've said this many times before. Never lose yourself because when you try to find yourself again, it takes a hard ass road. Sometimes you never, ever recover from it because there are people out there that have lost everything in themselves. That image was so more important. That image was more important than to sit there and be yourself. If they would have sat there and stayed themselves, they'd have been fine. Several great people passed away because of that image they were portraying. They didn't even know who they used to be. That's how far gone they were. They were in that zone 24/7. Even with their family. They became that persona. Their family walked away from them. Or persona, whatever the fuck it is. Do you want the blood of the innocents on your conscience? When you go to meet your maker, and yes, you will meet your maker, trust me. When you finally get the chance to meet your maker, everything you've done in your life will flash before you. Do you want your creator to sit there and says, "Oh, well, look at what you did. You've got the blood of the innocents on your hands. You will not go to your family. Your creator may have a good sense of humor and bring you back as Biden's bicycle seat with the added bonus so that way he could stay on that thing. He knows that might be your new nose, your new face. Imagine that being your life for the rest of your life. Put that in your smug, put that in your pipe and smoke it, bitch. Just imagine your life being so pathetic at this life. Who knows? You may just come back as Pelosi's vibrator. That's how low your life is. Being a stalker, being a predator, to me, you're useless. So many other people out there, you are useless. Drop your fake ego, bitch. Drop the stalkers that you've got stalking other people. Because, like I said, that makes you a predator. That puts you in a whole different level. Because you're too stupid to do shit yourself. Mostly because you have this image that you have. Sex sites expecting people to go there, give you money. Respect these ladies. If they're not in your bed, they're not paying your bills, then you don't have to say where they go. And even then, you still do not have say on where they go. Time's coming. Time's a ticking, bitch. Here pretty soon, your image is gonna be getting your ass in so much trouble it's not even funny. And there's gonna be time where you're gonna be screaming out like Captain Hook looking for Mr. Sneed to come and save your dumb ass. He ain't gonna be there. Because like the old saying goes, you cry wolf one time too many. Who's gonna be there? You're gonna look to people that you thought you trusted, that thought had your back. They're gonna be just like dust in the wind. I think I said enough. What y'all think about this? I know you guys got stalkers following you guys. I hear it. I see it. I've even may or may not have personal information on a few of them. But that may be a time later date. Hmm. There's going to be a time where that ego gets deflated because your ego is writing a check your ass cannot cash. There's a few of you bitches out there that think that you are not in the wrong. That other people are responsible for your misfortune. Other people made you a stalker, a bully, a pathetic, low-life, useless, twat waffle, Neanderthal, knuckle-dragging, fucking useless, egotistical pansy. Only you made yourself into that bitch you are. I'm in several different channels. I'm all over the board. No one tells me where I can and cannot go. I don't tell other people where they can and cannot go. There are a few that I say, hey, stay away from this guy or this chick because they're a lunatic. But I do it as an honest gesture. Your time is coming, bitch. You're not Mr. Powerful. You're not God. So stop acting like one. If your mother's still around, hug her. Don't give a reason why you're hugging her. Just hug her. No one has the rights to sit there and tell another person where they can and cannot go, especially on the internet. You don't own shit. You're not king, not even a queen. You don't own the internet. Hey Beth, how you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, I don't care for stalkers. I don't care for little bitches. You have stalkers, let them come to me. I don't have a problem putting them bitches in their place. Like I said, I'm not scared, not one bit. I don't care how big and bad you scream and holler and make threats to me and all this other shit. It's like, bitch, please. I've had people show up at my doorstep. Those I respected because they had the guts to show up at my doorstep. I'm getting too old to be busting fucking heads in. I want to enjoy life for once. I've always been a fighter. I've always been there in the streets. I've always been a guardian, regardless if I wanted it or not. See, to be a guardian, that's the other thing that I'm going to bring up right now because there's a bitch, and I will call that person a bitch because he is acting like one. Sits there states that this bitch is a protector of you ladies, but yet goes off on a tangent because his butt gets hurt. Forces you ladies into doing shit you guys don't want to do. Belittles you guys. And you know what? There is ways how I know what I'm talking about. One of the biggest things predators use, and I say this a lot. I've done videos on this thing. I was a writer for a tactical person for a long while. I've taught survival, how to understand what a stalker is, what a trafficker looks for, what he does. Psychological manipulation is one of the things that they do. They sit there and start tearing you down in order to sit there and get their way with you. Whether they say, oh, well, you owe me this debt, you need to work it off, so forth, so forth. But that debt never ends. And every time they get close, they sit there and manipulate you even more. Or you feel like you're nothing. That you're just existing at this point instead of living. I eat bitches like that for breakfast. I don't care for them bitches whatsoever. Hey, you don't have to kick very high. All you have to do is kick in the right place. See, oh, 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 oh. I just remembered something. Psychological manipulation. That is a real word. Look it up. Psychological manipulation. One of the things they do is they hide themselves but force you to do something. And I will give you an example. Okay. As everybody sees, they see me on screen, right? Psychological manipulation is if I'm forcing you to say, cam up or continue talking in certain ways. Say, as like I said, as examples. I'm using these as examples, so don't get your panties in an uproar because they're probably so high up your ass and you got windows breaking every time you fart. Every time you walk, it sounds like a fucking squeaky freaking mattress. See, psychological manipulation is one of the hardest things for a person to overcome. You can overcome physical damage, you know. Oop, trying to get the see, you can overcome those. But the hardest thing to overcome is psychological. Psychological warfare is harder to come from. And you're tore down so bad that you're looking up at a slug's belly. so scared when someone starts talking nice to you, you question it. When someone sits there and says they believe in you, and you don't. I see a little bitch boy hiding behind his little egotistical, pansy ass fucking persona doing psychological manipulation a lot. Right now, it's not really the time to bring that little bitch up. But as the bird flies, so does shit. When you act like you are the shit, remember one thing, that white speck on the tip of bird shit, guess what? It's still shit. It's still the pile of foul, disgusting, toxic shit. No matter how you slice, no matter how well you try to look into it, it is still shit. That's what you are. And again, if you think I'm scared of you, oh, I'm sorry to burst your little bubble, your little pansy. No, not even one bit. You cannot do anything to me that hasn't already been done to me millions of times. You see, there's a difference also between you and I. I'm more man than you'll ever be. You see, I don't hide behind a persona. I don't hide behind an egotistical fucking wall. You have a past that you don't want brought up. That's why you're hiding behind your fucking fakeness. That's why you're hiding behind that persona wall that you created. I remember, bitch boy, that wall does come tumbling down. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty lost his balls. And he came tumbling down, not even the king's men could put him back together again. And you know what's funny? That nursery rhyme is actually based off of a true event, a true object, but it's not an egg. There was a very, very large cannon back in the medieval days, hoisted on top of a tower. That thing was devastating. The person thought he was invincible because he had one of the most deadliest weapons out there. Got a lot of weapons, a lot of deaths, a lot of destruction. But as that saying goes, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Means that the right people kept targeting the right place enough where that thing fell. And yes, it is in the history book. Look it up. See, I do know a thing or two about a thing or two. But see, your ass is writing a check. Or I should say, your ego is writing a check your ass cannot cash because you're Humpty Dumpty right now. When you force somebody else to do your bidding that they're not comfortable with doing, that makes you a predator. That makes you a low life. You feel me? Capiche? Check your ego at the fucking door, bitch. I'm tired of seeing these fake bitches sitting there thinking that they have total control over you ladies. I'm tired of seeing these little bitches sit there and tear you ladies down to where you feel like you're useless. Nothing. You're not important to even be breathing. Well, I'm going to tell you, you are. You ladies are amazing, especially for putting up with dumb shit, dumbasses like me. I'm a knucklehead. I do knuckleheaded things. Some I'm proud of, some I'm not. But at least I admit my wrongs. I correct them. I do my best. I know I'm not perfect. And yes, I do observe. I do pay attention. I do pay close attention to a lot of people. But you know what? I do it on my own. I don't have other people doing my bidding. You know why? It's funnier that way. At least you know what to expect with me. There's no hidden, there's no side chick, or however you want to say it. There's no side rooms with me. There's no hidden agendas. It's like I said, I tell it how it is, the way it is. I'm the same way online as I am offline. I don't go around driving a rented Mercedes or BMW, going to the pawn shops to grab the gold chains. going to the Dollar General to buy a $2 ring to act important. I'm not impressed with that at all. I'm more impressed on how you treat people. I'm more impressed on how you respect other people. I respect those that show respect. I'm going to do a video on this channel of what to look for the psychological manipulations that these bitches are using on a daily basis. These predators are using to get their victims to do what they want because they're too useless to do it themselves. Again, like I said, their ego, their persona is more important to them than to care about the person they're hurting. And they know they're doing it. They know exactly what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. You can only say sorry so much for doing the same shit before you're not believed. Right now, of all the shoes in the world, bitch, yours ain't one of them I'd be in. I'm going to do several videos coming up. I'm going to break down a lot of what these little bitches use. Like I said, psychological manipulation. I'm going to teach you ladies how to notice if you're being targeted to being trafficked. You say you don't have a voice. You say you don't have someone to stand up for you. I stand up for you ladies every fucking day. I don't have hidden agendas. I don't have that intent to sit there and have you ladies do something I'm too useless to do because that ego, persona. I told you ladies many times on many occasions, I'd give my life to protect you. I'd give my life to protect the child. I do this because of my experiences, what I was raised up in, the hell I was raised up in. I was never born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I tasted bitter root and willow switches across my ass. Everything I have, I worked for. I busted my ass off. I was fighting. Hey, Whalers, how you doing, brother? The hell I seen growing up as a kid, why I decided to break that cycle, because there is a cycle to this. I made a promise to break that cycle of abuse. The abuse that I faced was not going down to my kids. I made that choice to walk away from that because I did not want that to continue. As a kid living on the streets, I decided to walk away from all that shit. Because that abuse stopped with me. Now, it did not stop me from fighting. I became very good at what I did. That's why I was a personal bodyguard for several years. I still do it today, off and on. But my clients are not very well known. They're not high end. Hey Zero, how you doing, brother? Yo, I do not like to fight. I never have. It does not solve anything. I've known that from a kid. But like I said, I'm no stranger to it. My nose has been relocated a few times, but I still go. I've got my ass handed to me several times, but I'm still going. I'm still strong. I still stand my ground. Protecting those that don't have the voice, that don't have the strength to stand up for themselves. And I know I'm not the only one that stands up, that gives you little ones a voice, that gives you the strength to move on another day. I know I'm not the only one. When you go and meet your maker, and I guarantee you will, what legacy you can leave behind. See, there's no atheists out there, really. Me, I don't believe in the shit that this Bible that was written by a man stands for. Because how could somebody follow a God that's full of hate? How could a person follow a God that's got more blood on his hands than good? Why would someone want to follow a God? Hey, Miss Joe, how you doing, sweetheart? You're not late, Miss Joe. You're early for tomorrow. But like I said, you ladies, you ladies need to start looking at this. I want you to sit there and listen close to what I'm about to say. You ladies have always been special. You ladies are our life bringers. You ladies rule. Without you ladies, we have nothing. If this was a land of nothing but guys, man, I tell you what, they would be have nothing but fucking politicians and lawyers. Hey, Devo brother, how you doing, man? Hey, upstate, good seeing you again. You ladies, you have a voice. You have someone at your corner. No hidden agenda, no manipulations whatsoever, no fear tactics, no psychological warfare whatsoever. This channel right here that y'all are in, this is your safe haven. This is stalker free. Now, if those bitches do show up, trust me, we will have fun. And I hope those bitches do show up. I do hope those bitches try some shit. Because it ain't going to end very well with them. And still, I do not want you ladies to be in fear. Oh, cool. Yeah, as soon as I get a few things worked out on my bike, I may head that direction this summer. I got people to see and people to meet. I may go to Jersey again. I know a nice little pool out there. I've known to climb fences and do cannonballs in pools that weren't mine. Peace. You ladies don't need to stay in fear. My ear's always open to listen. I'm not always good with words because I'm more of an action type person, but I'll listen. I do care. You don't need to live in fear no more. Yeah, no, like I said, it's not the first time I've done that. See, I live life to the fullest. I don't let the government tell me where I can and cannot go. My law is law of the land, not law of man. See, I've been on here for a little while. I need to take care of a few things. But I may be back in a little bit for a nightcap just to relax, have fun, open panel, let you guys come up here, have fun, shoot the shit. How's that sound? hmm I've cannonballed in weather that was almost 60 degrees below zero. There's a town up in Alaska that has this polar club or polar bear club. You gotta see if you're man enough to do it. Well, I did. I froze my giblets off for a little while, but I still did it. I'll do it again. For a long while, I thought those guys were crazy. And ladies, don't get me wrong, ladies do it as well. But I think they got their own club, or just the ladies do it. But yep, I lived in Alaska for a while. I did a lot of work up there. Beautiful state. Beautiful. I mean, majestic. I was in awe first time going through there. I thought I'd died and gone through heaven at that point. Well, when I went to Alaska, I was in Texas, so yeah, I went straight through BC and all that stuff, and stopped off at Vancouver Island a few times, and then head straight up. Canada is a beautiful country as well. I had the opportunity to sit there and get 500 acre, but it's on the other side. Beautiful country. Like I said, beautiful country. I've traveled all over the place. But anyway, like I said, I've been up on this for a little while discussing the bullshit of these little stalker bitches and fucking spies and all those other fake pansy ass egotistical morons. Actually, I gotta take care of a few things. So if you guys want to come back up in about 10 minutes, have a chill, relaxed night, put 69 in the chat. Do something different because I see everybody sit there and say, put a one in it or put a two in it. It's like, but I never could be like anybody else. I always had to be different. So let me know if you guys would like to come back up. I'll open the panel up, let you guys come on up and join. Thank you. As I close, one thing I always do is I always encourage somebody to be a better person than they are right now. Life is only a race for you to be a better person than you are 10 minutes ago. You're not in competition with anybody else. You live your life the way you want to. Build yourself up. Encourage one another. Make a person smile. Make a person laugh. You never know if that's the last time you'll see them. Because you don't know the struggles they're facing. You may know some of it, you may not know all of it. So instead of being like these little predator bitches that I've talked about tonight, be that friend. Be that friend that they are looking for. Be that ear they seek. Be that shoulder for that person. Even if you do not say anything at all, just let them know you're there and be sincere with it because, like I said, with the name of today's title. I hate stalkers. I hate predators. I despise them bitches. I do not respect any of you bitches at all. So let's make that clear. As I state, I may or may not have some inside information. Will I use it? Maybe. You have a choice. Face reality the hard way or face it within peace. Be honest with it. Because you know it's coming. We are to encourage one another. That is what we are here for. We are here to encourage one another. Don't you ever look outside? Don't you ever watch the news? Don't you ever listen to the radio? Don't you see what's going on? Or is your image too fucking bright that you can't see shit but yourself and your needs? Your fans on your OnlyFans or well, what's the other ones? Pornhub and X, whatever the fuck ever those shit is. It's more important because your money is more important than a human life. Your money is more important than a human's feelings. When you die, you can't take money with you. You have a choice right now. Change tonight. Start releasing these people that you got in your clutch, that you're sitting there psychologically manipulating to do your bidding. Release them now. Come clean with your conscience before it's too late. Because, like I said, the blood of innocence will be on your hands. And you will face the consequences of such. And it will be harsh. I can guarantee you that. See, I don't hate people. That's way below me. I do not hate people. I just don't care for their actions. Their actions is what I hate. There's a difference. Today, challenge yourself to be a better person. If you're going to bed here shortly, when you wake up in the morning or evening, whatever time you wake up, whatever your schedules are, tell yourself that you're going to do a better job than you did yesterday. You're going to be a better person today. Go out of your way to help one another. You see a person struggle, help them out. Don't start using that situation to manipulate to get what you want. How many more gonna get hurt? How many lives needs to be lost before you realize you're not that fucking important? You're not that good looking. If you were good looking, then you cam your ass up, bitch. Stop hiding behind your fake fucking useless ego. You stand up and you be a man, not a bitch. Either you do it the easy way or it'll be forced. You choose which way you decide because karma does have a list. She never forgets. Karma bit me so hard a while back. I lost a lot. I still get humbled and I accept my repercussions because that's the man in me. I own my mistakes. But I also help one another. I also encourage one another. I also stand up for those that don't have legs to stand on. I give the voice to those that don't know how to speak or too scared to speak. Me, I'm not scared. There's always a time and a place for everything. That's why I started this live tonight for us because I felt that it was time that some things were brought up. Things were brought up in other people's chats. Today, make a person smile, make a person feel worth, make a person feel that they are wanted. Because so many people don't because of psychological manipulation has gotten them down so far they don't know whether they're coming or going. They don't know if they're going up or down, sideways, in between. They don't know if they push the right button or if they're going to go all over the fucking factory. That's why I encourage people every day. I go out of my way to make people laugh. I don't take anything on this internet seriously. I don't take people that sit there and say all the shit personal because they're not there. If they were there, that'd be a whole different conversation. But I'd even respect them even more because they showed up at my door. With that being said, thank you for coming here tonight. I'm grateful for everybody that's been here. I'm grateful for the new subs. I'm grateful for all the subs that I've got. Amazes the fuck out of me. Like I said, I'm grateful. I don't know if I tell you people enough how grateful I am for you subbing to me. Even some of you stalkers sub to me. I love y'all here. This is your voice. This is your stand. This is your freedom channel right here. See, I don't have newly made up fuck Biden, fuck Trudeau shit because I'm not a new freedom fighter. Mine is right there. That is the biggest fuck you flag that you could ever have. That right there speaks more volumes than any of these other fake bullshit. Because, see, I don't care for either side of the aisle, right wing, left wing, still same bird. They cannot function without one or the other. It don't matter what branch of service you're in, whether it be Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard, Air Force. Hoorah. No matter what club you are in, was in, will be in, no club, diamond club, mom and pop riding club, even if you're in one of those Vespa clubs or whatever the fuck they are, don't matter. It's just a matter of fact that you're out there riding, enjoying life, and having fun. You're part of the brotherhood. With that being said, hoorah. Be safe out there. Encourage one another. Don't be afraid to stand your ground, even if you feel you are alone. That's something I've always been told. Do not Be afraid to stand your ground, even if you are alone. And as the old saying goes, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. Nashne, Tayola he, Mahwan, Chitun ye, Tatane Chanye, Wushirish, Makanane, Wushale Kashi, Bien, Minonchon, Jale Wakon, Washane, Tinendale, Juataye, Tinendo, Tinato, Umulale, the Pasha Chinde, Utamola, Ishne, Tinito, Lachaye, Hamena. Be safe out there. Start enjoying life. We only have one. Don't be afraid to let your heart guide you. Don't be afraid to say what you need to say. You never know if you have that chance or not. That being said, we're grateful for you guys being here. Again, I'm grateful for all the subs. I don't know how many I've got. I don't care. My thoughts are I'm grateful for every one of you guys. Y'all rock.